First thing I perceived was like I was in a pool of water almost, or maybe it's with some kind of nebulous swirl or energy or energetic water. I'm just going with it a little bit. Feels nighttime maybe. I still kind of feel this energetic emanation, or almost like aurora borealis type energies.
Would you like to probe on that? Or get more impressions as you feel?
Okay. It's like soft white or light colored energy kind of emanating above or swirling. It seems faint as well, like, or part of it maybe could almost blow away or with the wind or is or something. It feels positive. It feels good, relaxing. I don't know if this target involves a subject or an individual, but I perceive somebody there and maybe like reaching out, holding my hand.
Would you like to get in touch?
Yeah, it seems like a female hand. Somebody that would be calming, helpful, positive energy. Let me try that. Hang on. She seems to be showing me something, like helping out and saying, like, this is the plan. And almost like showing like a layout or with her hands. This is the plan. She seems to be helpful in some way, and this is also like something about it is soothing, caring. I'm not sure.
What is this layout they are showing you? What is it referring to?
Kind of like a cosmic blueprint, I guess, I want to say. visual representation or perhaps symbol would be like almost like a digital tablet, but just not handheld, I guess, or possibly handheld, maybe more transparent with some information or cosmic information in blue colors. I'll try to get more. Maybe it's also like the lay of the land for some reason or somehow.
Lay of the land?
Yeah, like a layout of an area. Digital gateway. No, doesn't seem right. Some kind of gateway or...
Does this gateway take you somewhere related to the target?
When I look at this sort of fleeting image of it, it's like blue and pink lights that go outward, almost like down a hall. They're kind of neon looking. A little futuristic looking.
Would you like to connect with that being or subject that you saw, or the energy around it, and see if they can show you what this is about?
There's some kind of essence to it. It has maybe some mystery. I got the word monastery for some reason. It could be noise. And then as I look through it, it's kind of like flashes, like down the hall flashing. I'll continue to explore that with the person. Something to do with a time cross. So if it is indeed a gateway, then maybe crossing the boundary of time or space-time, reality, something like that.
Does it take you to a particular time or timeline, this gateway? Or do you mean something else by time cross?
I think it engages you with across time or something like that. I think it can be used that way somehow to interface or travel or see. But I'm just sort of touching the edges of this, whatever this phenomenon might be.
So perhaps by setting your intention, you could use it to take you to, let's say, crossing time, to a time or place or anything related to the target.
Okay. As I move through these mists, it still seems nighttime or in space. I perceive these shapes that are sort of futuristic looking, like maybe some kind of flying craft, maybe some kind of structures possibly in the air, almost like a floating city, space station, that kind of thing. It's kind of dark pastel colors.
What is this place?
There are kind of geometric, blocky shapes, but again, futuristic. Let me see, what else? Seems to be some kind of big ship is what I get, and the passengers, it seems very, very wide, very big, very solid in construction, but different shapes, grooves, patterns, almost like a stereo amplifier is like aluminum with fins and shapes. It's Star Wars-esque. Not sure what I'm on target, but again, it looks a little purplish, mauve, neon, dark blue.
What? What is going on there?
I guess there's some kind of preparations. I get like there's a big glass window for maybe observation. It seems weightless. There's some weightlessness, I guess, in space or wherever this location is. There's zero or low gravity. Get the sense of these beings. Maybe like tiredness or sleeping or hibernation or waiting.
So when you said before big ship, did you mean
As in,
a ship like in the sea or something else?
In space.
Space, okay.
But there's let's see. There is something to do with travel though. Waiting or traveling, preparation.
Travel where? What is the destination?
Preparation. I didn't say destination.
Yes, I heard that, but you said travel, so travel somewhere in particular or?
Let me see. I don't know, it just seems kind of coasting. Maybe like in suspended animation, floating, very slow. Maybe more of a waiting, like I said before. Like maybe it's where it needs to be for now. I don't know if that is floating or traveling slowly or on a course, but yeah.
So just it's there in space right now.
Seems to be,
yeah. So I'm wondering if you would like to go back to the subject that you saw initially, that was related to that energy, and get a little bit more acquainted to them. Or would you like to probe more on this ship?
I can go back to the individual.
Mm-hmm.
I want to say that this is a being of light, like it's took the image or presence of a female, but can project into something else or different places at once, or parts in different places, and I get the feeling that when I look at the core or the essence, it's light energy. Like if you looked in the eyes, it would be beaming with light, and then you would just see like the eye sockets, but light coming out.
And how is this being related to the target?
I want to say this is like a some sort of emissary of light. I had the image of some, like a symbol that would be, you can picture like a sphere but lines going out, some thick lines, spaced, going outward, stretch out a little bit. I see maybe like or saw once or twice the dress of this person was like kind of like when you see a princess or queen that's wearing like a white kind of long sleeve with possibly like a crown or something on the head. Trying to see what's going on and what she's doing or how it's related. Get that, and then I'll have to sink back into it, but like moving light around really fast, almost like wielding it or in circles, and the person, there's something about it where it's wants to interact or with my energy, or I don't know if it's like soothing or it's almost kind of like either it's familiar or, you know, because most probably wouldn't want to right away try to hold your hand or soothe or get up close and personal or whatever.
So Do you feel that they are trying to interact with your energy, did you say?
Yes.
Would you like to see what this is about?
Sure. Very strange. It's like, I guess because our light energies are related or the same, or, all connected, whatever. But then there's like, I see this image of these neon traces of light that would outlines of like pink colors almost that would represent a light body, shell, or container. It's like a preparation, or somehow it's like they're waiting, like I'm not sure what the purpose is, or if it's like a prototype or shell waiting or some sort of preparation or some sort of utility.
So, do you perceive that this is in current, let's say, time? I'm trying to find in the linear time what you are describing to put it to some perspective. So if there's past, present and future, you said that there is preparation or waiting. So would you like to explore the past or the future of this, what you are describing?
Yeah. I'm just enjoying these energies because it was sort of interacting with me internally and kind of invigorating, uplifting.
Good.
But I also get the sense that this is something that, again, the word waiting and waiting for it to happen, so it would be something in the future, and maybe that this is in the current time frame, I guess you could say, but I'm not sure as far as absolute time frame. And then again, you have time as sort of non-linear depending on your reference point. So at least in this reference point, what's happening here is that there seems to be a preparation for something in the future within this timeline. Go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead. I understand that time is non-linear, and but for our own perception, you have mentioned waiting and preparation. What could be the preparation for? Waiting for what?
My sense is, and I can explore that further, but from what I've already perceived, is that it seems to be they're waiting for, maybe this is an AOL, maybe what I'm seeing here is that it seemed like that they're waiting for something to be like the right time and for. I can't tell if it's my logical conclusion or if it's what the sense I'm getting, but it would be like for these some beings that could be from Earth or they could be elsewhere, but for them to take on this light body state, if you will, and these preparations would be to assist in some way. Again, you have that sort of outline, neon-esque looking thing that might aid in facilitating light energies or an existence within that domain. I can explore it further. That was just sort of what I was picking up earlier, my kind of general impression about it.
Okay.
I did see, like, got the sense of civilization. I got, like, some steps, almost like this could be symbolic, like a Mayan structure, civilization, or pyramid, but could be, like, something leading up to higher or going to a place higher, or
So is what you are seeing related to Earth and this being's subject's mission that, like you mentioned before, with some relation to Earth or Earth humans or not?
that's kind of what I want to say. I can't say for sure. I might be able to probe it further, but that's kind of my impression, and that this place, wherever I am now, or kind of looking at, is it's very fluid. It's very free and fun-feeling. There's definitely, to me, it seems like a higher dimensional field or plane or existence, wherever this is. And more free and natural. Dealing with infinities, or almost see like a spiral that would be like energy and like a infinite energy or something.
So I didn't understand if the answer to my question is that, because you said that this is Earth, but then you said this is some higher dimensional field.
Yeah, I'm not sure if I'm creating a story here, but this is, I want to say, a higher dimensional plane that is in weight, or something connected to Earth or an Earth-light type scenario. I don't know if I'm confused about the target or creating a backstory, but that's kind of what I have been perceiving.
It's okay, you don't have to judge. So is this being going to assist for something to happen to the Earth? If I have understood what you said correctly?
Yes, that's right. It's
Okay.
like, now I'm feeling sort of like a definite yes, almost like a very solid yes, and almost like you better believe it or something like that.
Okay. And is that in the near future or in the distant future?
Again, it's like the preparations are in place, there's just waiting, and it's almost as if the handle is on the switch, on the breaker
Okay.
switch to pull it down. So it must mean that it's in the near future. It's just a matter of waiting around or something like that, or that's my impression.
Yeah. So I guess my next question is this being that you see, or this subject or whatever, going to come to Earth, embody or incarnate? Or just is it going to, let's say, help or send energy from a higher perspective? Or how do you perceive the whole thing?
It's, let me explain it this way. It's, from their perspective, they are the greater reality, and, you know, we're in this small little nook or crevice, if you will. These through this realm is like the fabric of reality, the building blocks, the connections, and then it's like through us energetically via connection, they are here, and that's the true conduit, I guess. And then I see someone, maybe not necessarily this person, I saw more of a male figure, just perhaps an example, sort of walking down a platform majestically, powerful light being type scenario.
Would you like to? Yes, go ahead, sorry.
Yeah, let me just finish. So, yes, we could interact that way, person to person, or perhaps it's of their own choosing, but the greater preparation is energetically into this fire realm. Were you saying to probe on this individual?
Yes, if you want, if that would feel relevant to you.
Again, this is like a qualities of light, powerful light, white light, and also some blue. It's like part of the firmament of this reality. If you want me to try to get more specific details regarding this individual or some kind of background, I might be able to try that.
Yes, if you want.
I've seen many different things, and it's like, I guess like the whole names don't necessarily have a meaning there or with this, but I see different personifications. Maybe it was like this short, dark-haired male figure, 30s, and that's like I see just the head, like that's one personage, and then there's like almost wings of an archangel or whatever. light and dark blues there. Yeah.
Is this a male figure? Where is it? And what is it doing?
Well, I see almost like stone structures or stone wings. Some flat layered shapes. What is it doing? Like shooting blue energy at my face. Like it would walk up and blast someone psychically, but in a good way. Almost like a splash of water in the face. That's refreshing.
Okay. So, let's say if you were to describe their personality, what would it be like?
Wry, W-R-Y. Curious, maybe. Wise. Somewhat stoic, but also a sense of some kind of joy or humor, some majesty, some I want to say some strengths, and maybe this person or individual had done some work in the past that was
You mean with themselves, inner work, or what?
No, some hard work that was like a warrior puts on a suit or some armor, goes into battle, gets tired. It's just the image I'm seeing. It's sitting down and like, oh, I need a break, or that was kind of rough, or not rough, but hard work to some degree. But this, looking at the person or this individual before, was like a taller warrior type, however you want to call it. You want to call it a warrior of light or archangel looking figure, or somebody that is with a presence that's what do I want to say, strong, prominent, built, wearing some kind of, it almost seems like they have some sort of boots or outfit, or it's just an image.
What does this outfit look like?
The what?
the outfit that you described, what does it look like?
It's kind of futuristic, so if you imagine almost like a tall angel superhero looking thing with dark pants or whatever it is with I want to say some kind of boots, kind of like a towering figure. And I don't know if it's something on the shoulders, accoutrements, or almost like shoulder pads, or maybe there's wings, or this sort of like one specific depiction of Thor, or what's another example? Yeah, I don't know, but that's more of an elusive or changing or surface characteristic. And it's almost like it could change based on just thoughts and appearances.
Okay. So this male that you are describing, could you see what their whereabouts are? At the time, at this point that you see them like this?
I get the sense of green grass, maybe manicured, maybe there's like looking at it from an angle and above. And then there's these trim bushes. It's outdoors somewhere, sort of in nature. I want to say this person had fallen or was maybe I just saw them like kind of upturned, or they were falling down, or maybe they had some trouble readjusting, something like that. What was your question again?
The question was the whereabouts of the person at this time that you see them like this, like what you described.
Yeah, this location, as I was describing it, I think I mentioned coming down some steps, seems to be more of stonework around there, and I'm seeing more of that. So it's not just that it was coming down one platform or steps or throne or whatever. It almost kind of looked like that sort of a platform or throne. Maybe not a throne, but now I'm seeing other things in this general area that look like it could be made of stone, possibly. I don't know if it's necessarily ancient, but it's that style stonework in this particular set of images.
And what is this person doing on that platform?
I want to say, like, also in describing it, there's maybe these gloves that come out far up the arm, like these flares, whatever, on the wrist, or hard to describe, but like large gloves, padded, something. I don't know, it's like, I hesitate to say ruling, but in some way presiding or has some kind of authority or presence. Now I have the sense of longer dark hair. It's like maybe it's becoming a little more material here, but maybe holding a torch, being a torch bearer, guiding, looking around, walking around. If any of that makes sense.
You mentioned before that that person felt that they upturned at a certain point. I think in the past, you said in the past, and that they had trouble readjusting. Would you like to probe on that?
It almost seems like I'm in this darker underworld type spot. But it's very interesting. There's this other figure that is like almost completely different. It's, if you can imagine, like what looks like I wouldn't call it a robot, but they're made of something else, and like their eyes are like what would that be? Like a mildly dim glow of not shell or mother of pearl, but maybe more of a selenite thing. So it's very different. But it seems like maybe this is the past. Maybe there's some ruins or this underworld seems like more darkened and cloudy. And there's just things about that make it look different. I don't know if they're ruins at this time, but they're some stonework and stuff like that. It's almost like if that's indeed on Earth, then it would be perhaps more similar to the very distant past, where there is maybe, just for example, Atlantean times and lots of other weird shit going on or whatever. Stuff that's not as normal as today. Which would be more interesting, or just stuff that would be considered out of the ordinary and different.
Okay. So would you like to probe on anything else, or do you think we are done?
Let me just try to get I'll try to get one last wider view perspective on this target.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I just want to say that I feel like I'm more into an outer space sci-fi type scene, and maybe that's about it.
Okay.
I mean, I could describe it, but
If you want, do as you feel.
I would describe it as sci-fi psychedelic. So it's like an oval, tall, extended oval shape that's like dark and black. I don't know what the place is. It's hard to describe it, so or if it's accurate, but it seems to be back in some. It looks different than before, but it seems to be in a similar sort of domain where it's either off planet or in space, or these structures that are futuristic looking and very different. Starting to see some of those similar colors as before, which are some of the purple blues, and then like this off color dark orange. Dark grays. Seems to again be sort of vast, and there's many different facets or aspects or shapes and parts, so take a while to describe. So it's just an interesting sci-fi domain that's different, it's
Okay.
unique.
Good.
So I think that's probably about it, unless you had any other questions.
No, I am done.
Okay.